What's up, everybody? Your boy Patrick back again with another edition of Second Take. So over the past couple of days, you've had a couple of top flight running backs make changes to the teams they're going to play for, or to the teams you've been accustomed to seeing them play for the past 5 or 10 years. Yeah, Adrian Peterson was the first one to finalize moving from Minnesota to New Orleans. Now, when he got signed there, my first initial reaction was, wow, that's going to be great for Drew Brees. But, as I've started to think about it, he's not going to be the starting running back. They want to make him a third down running back, which I don't know if that's going to favor Adrian Peterson, because in the past, when he hasn't had the workload, when he's gotten the 5 or 10 or 12 carries that he's gotten, he doesn't seem to get in a rhythm and doesn't seem to do very well. So they've got, I think, Hightower and the kid Ingram still on the team. So those guys are going to be the starters. I think AP should be your starter. But, they only signed him for a couple bucks in the grand scheme of things with football. I think like $5 million. So he's going to a team that predominantly passes. He's going to a team that has 2 running backs in front of him. I don't know if he's going to have the success that he's looking for. The New Orleans offensive line, kind of like mid-tier kind of offensive line, not really terrible, not really great. So Adrian Peterson, when he was with the Minnesota Vikings last year, and they had 3 new starters. Now, having 3 new starters is a big difference than having just a mid-tier line. But he may struggle. We'll see, though, on that front. But the other big signing was Marshawn Lynch finally getting traded to the Raiders after weeks, almost seems like about a month, maybe 2, but definitely a month for sure, where we said, hey, he's going to the Raiders, it's done. But it just got finalized this morning that Marshawn Lynch, I don't know the details of the trade. That's not really the intent of this video. The intent is to say Marshawn Lynch is going to the Raiders. Now, the Raiders have a decent running back. I thought he had a great rookie year. He had an okay last year. But the Raiders' offensive line, to me, probably right up there with the Cowboys' line. A lot of people give Cowboys the best line in the league. They say the Raiders are one of the top lines. I think they're neck and neck, 1A, 1B. So with that said, Marshawn Lynch, great offensive line. He runs like a freaking animal. So we're going to see, beast mode, right? That's what he's called, beast mode. And he runs with so much aggression. With that offensive line, with his aggressive type of running style, I think that for me, I'm not quite ready to say it. I'm going to say that they are the co-favorites to win the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots. Not going to say they're the favorites. They are the co-favorites. But if I'm going to put my money on somebody, I'm going to put it on the Raiders. Why? Because the odds are higher, so you're going to make more money. But I'm not a gambler. Anyway, back to the video. The Raiders run the ball more than the Saints do. So I think it's a much better situation for Marshawn Lynch to go to the Raiders than AP going to the New Orleans Saints. Especially one's going to be a starter, one's not going to be a starter. One's got a great offensive line, one doesn't have a great offensive line. Not saying it's bad, but it's not great. And the last thing is the home crowd factor. Marshawn Lynch is going home. When I lived in the Bay Area, you would see him parked with his Lambo all the time, all around. Roped off, all those videos you saw, but he's in Oakland. He hangs out in Oakland. Now, I don't know if he lives there. I'm sure he doesn't, but I'm sure he doesn't live too far from over there in Oakland. Probably lives in Oakland on the outskirts, some of the other neighborhoods around Oakland. But he's going to have the hometown crowd factor, and I think that's going to be huge for the Raider crowd, especially when the Raiders could leave after this year or after next year, definitely after next year. But the owner's got a couple of options, so he's definitely going to be there for 1 year, possibly 2. And I think after the 2 years, he probably is going to finally fully retire, because the Raiders will be going on to Vegas. But the question I have is, who's in a better situation? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.